What it do? We back again, man. Sorry for the delay, bro. And thanks to everybody that's been watching my Marquee Letter videos. That shit been keeping me busy, so I ain't really been getting to put too much together on this side. Plus, you know, a nigga got some badass kids. I stay running behind. Nah, they good kids, but you know, kids keep your ass busy, so I'm gonna try to get back on here and stay steady, man. I got a couple quick ones, like a little zipper for you, a little eighth or something, half quarter. This ain't the whole pack, but I'm trying to shorten these up, so you know, I ain't gotta spend too much time on YouTube. But I don't know if y'all saw Waka Flocka endorses Trump's 2024 presidential campaign. So I just wanted to catch y'all up on this. And it's been some videos of Snoop Dogg supposedly bashing President Trump. And they just released, but in fact the videos are old. And we gonna fact check that. So I just wanted to take y'all through a couple of these. And just a comment, because I see a lot of new pages on YouTube, and it's like guys who I guess was former Democrats, call themselves Democrats, the people that probably voted for Obama and, you know, Hillary and all of that. But a lot of them are realizing that they messed up. You know what I'm saying? They fell for the bamboozle. So I see a lot of cats now kind of fired up and they endorsing Trump, which I think is good. But also, you know, to my viewers and stuff, y'all know I've been on it. But the people that know me know I've been on this shit before. When Trump was still building high rises, bruh, I've been on that. And I haven't been a voter. My first time voting was for Donald Trump. When Obama came, I already knew what this nigga was about, and we gonna do many of videos on Obama because it's just so much to cover. But I got one out there already. You could check up on that. But yeah, I feel like they used Obama just to get a lot of people, blacks in particular, to vote Democrat that hadn't even been voting before. So they took a lot of dormant voters and got them out to the polls by putting Obama up there, making this nigga look like he's a real black American and all of the above, which he was not, and he was not for us, which everybody, I think, can see by this time. Yeah, they just rallied folk like it was a dummy vote. People that didn't know shit about politics started voting, because it was just looked like an easy win. You know, we vote for Obama and we look like we are concerned about politics and we know something about it, but it was just an easy vote. Vote for the black man and you look black and you know, you look like you ain't racist and all of the above, but it actually was the opposite. So, you know, it's good to see some of these people coming around. Though it's late, better late than never. But here we go. Let's get into the Snopes article where they debunking whether this is true or not. So the claim is, in October 2023, rapper Waka Flocka Flame endorsed Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign in a post on X. They rated it true because on October 16, 2023, the rapper Waka Flocka Flame, whose real name is Jaquin James Malfurs, I don't know yet. I know this nigga's Waka, but posted an endorsement of former U.S. President Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign on the social media platform X, formerly Twitter, writing Trump 2024. You can see the tweet right here. So within hours of Waka Flocka's post, the Trump campaign's official account on X highlighted the endorsement with a below displayed post featuring a composite image of the rapper and former president. So Trump campaign, they jumped all on it. They be Johnny on the spot. And it's funny because they Johnny on the spot, man, when it comes to black people. But people keep claiming that Trump is a racist, even though before Trump started running for president, you had all kind of black entertainers, Mike Tyson and Bobby Brown, and I mean, just everybody who was anybody liked him back when he was just doing real estate and you know, hosting fights and whatnot. But then all of a sudden when he started running, the media tells you he's racist, and then people take off running with it so far that, you know, when they do the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals championship, the winner gets to go to the White House. Well, during Trump's presidency, you had all these teams like Steph Curry's and the LeBron speaking out on them. They wouldn't even go to the White House to see him, which I felt like was some fuck shit, really. You know, like, even if you think the dudes are racist, when given the opportunity to sit in a room with him and talk to him and pick his brain and to prove your point or disprove your point, your ass don't even want to go and show up to the meeting. You see what I'm saying? But these is the cats that tell you that they speaking for us. But how can you speak for me if you won't even go in a room with the dude in question who is the president, whether you like him or not, to go in there and voice your concerns and see if he's going to do something about it? Because I done seen black folk and these niggas endorsing all these Democrats for years, and they ain't did shit for them. I mean, not even the track record is there to show you that they never was going to do shit for you, but niggas still gave them a chance to try to do something for them, and it failed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you had Master P put up, I think $1 million or $500,000. He was one of the first people to donate to Obama. And you got Oprah donating, you know, and co-signing, and Diddy and all of these motherfuckers. And Master P, I saw him come out and say, man, he regrets it because Obama didn't do a goddamn thing for Master P. After giving all that money, all that support, he didn't do shit for him. But they sat in a room with him and tried. They let the nigga lie to him and tell him that he would, even though he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you try with President Trump? You just already wrap it up. He's so racist, I ain't going to go in there and even try to have a conversation with him. But as you can see, you got cats like Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, and they go in there and talk to him and shit get done. You see what I'm saying? But here we go. It says the October 2023 post was not the first time Waka Flocka expressed support for Trump. In April 2021, the rapper announced that he had received a commendation certificate from Trump, apparently issued before Democratic rival Joe Biden took over the Oval Office on January 20th, 2021, in honor of the rapper's lifelong commitment to building a stronger nation through volunteer service. While sharing the news on Instagram, the rapper said, "Shout out to my president," in reference to Trump. Waka Flocka's view of Trump has not always been positive. During Trump's first campaign, as well as in the early years of his presidency, Waka Flocka was critical, even hostile to Trump, as reported by New Music Express. The rapper attracted attention last year when he said he believed Trump was a better president than Barack Obama, but it's not clear whether Waka is an avowed supporter. In 2015, he responded negatively to Trump's racist campaign statement that Mexicans crossing the border into the U.S. were bringing drugs, they were bringing crime. They're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people, but I speak to border guards, and they're telling us what we're getting. I wonder how many hard-working Mexicans built those Trump towers. Pathetic, man, the rapper tweeted at the time. So, like I said, you got people who's never really concerned themselves with these type of politics, making comments about policies and politics back when Trump was running in the beginning. And a lot of people fell victim to just, following those that they idolize. That's why it's so imperative that we not idolize these cats. Like, these niggas just working a job, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't in politics. So why we would go to them for political advice is beyond me. But, the algorithms and the AI, they know something about how the influence works. So they must have thought it would work, and it proved to it did work, But I'm glad to see Waka Flocka coming back and at least promoting him. Not to say that he clarified or said that he was wrong for what he had said before, which would be better and more respectable that you first say, you know what, I made these comments back in the day, and that was kind of out of ignorance or whatever the case might be, or your excuse, your reasoning for not picking the right side in the beginning. But I will give him a golf clap for at least coming back around. You see what I'm saying? But it's funny that this has showed a character to me of Donald Trump, is that even though these is the dudes that bash him. These dudes was bashing him while he was running for president and while he was in the office, but he still gave Waka Flocka a lifelong achievement award, which is crazy. He said nobody ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Waka Flocka, man, come on now. Y'all know the nigga track record. Y'all know his music. Like, he wouldn't have been a person that I would have gave a lifelong achievement award to per se, but I guess he do good things in the community. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, take your award. You know what I'm saying? But to move on to Snoop Dogg, we'll go to this article. This is from MSN. So it says Snoop Dogg has become a talking point on social media after video footage was shared of him apparently advising his fans not to vote for former President Donald Trump. In the expletive-laden clip, the rapper, whose given name is Calvin Cordozer Brodus Jr., is seen calling any potential voters for Trump stupid as he launches a scathing attack on the 2024 presidential hopeful. Polling indicates that Trump has built a command and lead over Ron DeSantis. Right. Back in November 2018, the musician shared video footage of himself lighting up a cannabis joint near the White House as he repeatedly aimed expletives at the then president. In September of that year, he told DJ Sus that anyone who liked Trump was racist. The rapper said Trump drew the lines of division in his role at the White House by singling them out. Back in March 2017, Snoop Dogg released a music video showing a mock assassination of a Trump-inspired clown called Ronald Clump. Y'all remember that video? And that shit was crazy to me. Like, how the fuck they let Snoop do a video like that and this nigga didn't end up in jail? Had it been any other president, y'all know this nigga would have got charged with something. So they let him fake an assassination on Trump. But that's just because he worked for the machine. You see what I'm saying? This nigga Snoop is a St. Ives, made money with St. Ives, made money with OE. Like, this nigga walked women around on dog collars and made money off that. But then, call somebody racist for voting for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bold claim. That's like one of them Joe Biden, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black type shit. And just because Snoop's black, I don't excuse the shit. Like, who the fuck are you, my nigga, to tell me who I am based on who I vote for? Like, you so smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's for black people. Like, come on, bruh. Fucking gang advocate. Like, bruh, ain't nothing good but the weed fucking with Snoop. You know what I'm saying? And then he did, I guess he worked with the kids and got that little league football popping out there. But, bruh, come on now. Stop it. you know, Trump had snapped back when he saw that. He said, can you imagine what the outcry would be if Snoop Dogg felon career and all had aimed and fired the gun at President Barack Obama? Jail time. So the claim is that Snoop Dogg's distaste for Trump has been highlighted once again after ex-subscriber IN Jagger29 shared a video on September 22nd that showed the star sharing some choice words regarding a real estate mogul in an expletive-riddled rant. So this just happened on September 22nd. This person, N Jagger29 on X, has shared a video, and it looked like it had just been shot. In the video, it says, quote, "I just want to say this real quickly," Snoop Dogg said in the self-shot footage. "Ain't no effing way y'all can vote for Donald Trump when he come back up again. And this punk expletive don't care. Don't vote for that N-word. Please don't. Look what he do. He just don't give a y'all are honest, blue-collar, hard-working people and suffering," he went on. "So if he don't care about y'all, he really don't give a F about us." Snoop Dogg says you shouldn't vote for Trump again. Thoughts and Jagger captioned the clip. The video, which has been viewed more than 2.5 million times, sparked an outcry on X, with a number of the social media platform users calling for Snoop Dogg to receive the Bud Light treatment. On God. The Bud Light treatment comments were in reference to a boycott of the beer brand among a faction of detractors who objected to Bud Light's brief marketing partnership with transgender social media influence Dylan Mulvaney. This is the facts, though. The version of Snoop Dogg's video that is currently being circulated on X actually dates back to January 2019. It is also an edited version of what he said at the time, and the full-length version of the video, which was shared on Daily Mail's website January 7, 2019, the star was seen addressing all you federal government people that's not being paid, that's being treated effing unfairly right now. Snoop Dogg was speaking in reference to the 2018-19 government shutdown, which stretched for 35 days over Trump's demands for funding on the wall of the southern border to prevent illegal crossings from Mexico. The shutdown, which began days before Christmas in 2018, halted most of the... So basically they saying this dude, Ian Jagger, chopped up a video from 2019 and posted it in September 22nd of 2023 to make it look like Snoop Dogg was still against Trump. But we gonna look at how Snoop Dogg has actually been feeling since 2019. Before Trump left office, he actually pardoned the co-founder of Death Row Records. So once again, like he gave Waka Flocka that presidential, that lifelong achievement award, even though he was talking shit about him and may not have been deserving of it, I don't know. He pardoned the co-founder of Death Row Records, and Snoop had to walk back his comments. So here we go. We're going to take a look at what happened.
Welcome to Rolling Stone News. I'm Elvis Metcalf. Snoop Dogg thanked former President Donald Trump for issuing a last-minute pardon to Death Row Records co-founder Michael Harry O. Harris, the New York Times reports. Although often an outspoken critic of Trump, Snoop Dogg had been part of the lobbying effort to commute Harris's sentence during the final days of Trump's presidency. After being told the news, Snoop Dogg reportedly said, quote, "That's great work for the president and his team on the way out. They did some great work while they was in there, and they did some great work on their way out. Let them know that I love what they did." Harris played a crucial role in the founding of Death Row Records. In 1992, while in jail, he gave Suge Knight $1.5 million to help him start the label. Death Row would go on to be the home for Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Tupac as West Coast rap exploded during the early 90s. Thanks for watching. For more on this story...
So yeah, that's how Trump. That's how Snoop Dogg feels about Trump. I guess to date, cause we ain't heard nothing else about him since this. This the latest thing we heard on Snoop about Trump. He had to walk back all the shit that he said, and he had to admit that Trump did good stuff while he was in there, and he did good stuff on his way out. He didn't pardon his homie. You know what I'm saying? From death row. Ain't no other president in history been checking for nobody on death row to give no type of pardons or nothing to. And that's in spite of the way Snoop Dogg carried himself and carried on. His ass should be in jail for what he did, but Donald Trump ends up doing your ass a favor. What I tell y'all every time always applies, man. I'm not no Trump loving, big Trump idolizer or nothing like that. The people that know me know that for years before Trump ever thought about running for president, I told folks what we would need in government to even begin to make a change from where we have been and where we were at the time. This is back in like 2014, 2010. I've been singing the same tune even before then, before Obama was in and all of that. Like, I've been on this. So I told them that we gonna need probably a rich white man, and I mean super rich, that's an insider that don't want to be an insider no more, to actually run and get the presidency before we see any type of changes, real changes be made. And it just so happened Donald Trump fit that description. And then once I heard the way that he was speaking and what he stood for, his stance lined up with what I already knew we was going to need to even start swinging the pendulum in the right direction. So it had nothing literally to do with Trump. Trump wasn't on my radar. I ain't even watched Celebrity Apprentice. You know what I'm saying? Which everybody else did and was telling me to watch. So I was not no big fan. I'm just looking at shit for facts and policies, and he just lined up with what we kind of needed at the time. But what I will say is, you know, in the future, if folk don't be afraid to not vote. Because tell you the truth, I'm probably not going to vote no more. Even if Trump come back up. Because I'm just, you know, I see that the Democrats got shit rigged up, and they probably going to steal the election regardless of how we vote. But, you know, that's not to tell you what to do. I'm just saying, if you're unsure or you think both candidates is unfit, then don't vote. Because a lot of folks were talking about they was voting for Joe Biden just because they heard Trump was such a racist, and they heard cats like Snoop Dogg say if you vote for him, we don't fuck with you, and the Crips gonna come and get you, and all this dumb shit. But really, you know, if you're uninformed, then don't vote. But yeah, man, just be careful. Be careful with who you follow and who you get your information from. That's what I say. Even some of these new pages like I was talking about that's now, you know, in support of Trump, you just got to do your own research. And that's even with the shit that I say. That's why I pull it up like this, and I let you read it with me, because I'm not afraid for the research to be pulled up on what I talk about. I'm just speaking facts. I ain't got no affinity for nobody in particular. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on that and golf clap to Snoop Dogg for, you know, coming around. And yeah, man, keep your head on the swivel and do your homework, do your research. Till next time, man. Peace.